Talk about full throttle Oilers hockey. Okay, so when the Vegas Golden Knights aren't acting like a bunch of punk ass bitches, they're busy playing offside. Like, I know you're a recent expansion team, but you've been in the league for what, like half a decade now? You'd think you'd maybe want to learn one of the most common rules in hockey. Anyways, Edmonton wins Game 2 to tie the series at 1 with a convincing 5-1 win. And yeah, it's the bigwigs showing up on the score sheet. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Evan Bouchard, and Leon Draisaitl, I mean, the man is just Mr. Playoff Hockey. He's just become the modern day playoff Mark Messier. It's insane what a force of nature this guy is. And yes, of course, that includes all the goals and the points, but like the defensive play, the hustle back, all of it. The guy is just such a complete playoff performer. Now, there's a play early on where Vegas was in on tight and Ekholm was just behind the Vegas player. I forget who it was, but props to Ekholm just playing solid, defensively sound hockey. You know, pushing him a little bit, trying to get him off the puck, but not taking a penalty, and it allows Stewie to make the save instead of Ekholm maybe risking a potential shorthanded situation by taking a penalty or anything. Instead, just plays his body despite being behind him, and that was just a defensively sound play, I thought, early in the game. And his defensive awareness just reminds me so much of the defensive stability that Jason Smith brought. And I mean, there's a lot of good things to like about this. The response right from the get-go, and even throughout the game with all the scraps happening, I love the response of Jay Woodcroft of keeping certain guys on the ice. Darnell Nurse, Warren Fogle, Evander Kane, you know, the scrappy guys, and for Evander too, being in the box for, what, like 15, 16 minutes? Just getting him to stay out there to do what he does best, and that's throw checks, finish checks, get under your skin, and, you know, hopefully put up some points too. No goals tonight, but we know what kind of playoff performer he is, so we'll see him back on the score sheet soon enough. Zach Hyman throughout the game just doing what he does best. If he's not in Ryan Smith's office in front of the crease, he's on his man or he's in tight around the boards, just winning battles, getting the puck. Like, the dude just doesn't give up. Love seeing it. I thought Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was getting his feet wet a little bit today. I thought he was getting back to what he looked like in the regular season. And they threw it up in the broadcast. I didn't even know the stat. Edmonton hasn't lost 2 straight games since February. That's impressive. And Stewie continuing to look really solid in this series. Probably one of his better games, if not his best game, elevated more so from the last game throughout the playoffs. Like, the dude just looks so steady. And even late in the game when Vegas is pressing a little bit, Klim Kostin sacrificing both ankles with 2 huge blocks. The heartbeat of the team continues to do what he does best, and that's just adding a layer of sandpaper to this team. The grittiness, the sacrifice, the heart, the punches, all of it, and of course, come goals. Like, the dude's been performing really well in these playoffs. I'm not gonna lie to you, I basically stopped taking notes after the 3rd goal. Like, Edmonton's response in this game was great. I mean, they even scored more times on Vegas's power play than Vegas scored on their power play. So all around, just a good old fun hockey game. Really, the only complaint I have is the National Hockey League. This was game 1 of 1 on Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, for the playoffs in the 2nd round. Like, this scheduling is just so fucking stupid. I don't understand why this league continues to act like a B-tier league and not showcase your best premier teams and your best premier games on what will probably be your highest revenue generating days, like Saturday. But instead, you're going to give like teams, 3-4 days in between, and then take 1 day off, travel to another city only to play on Monday night, like a little bit after work local time. It doesn't make sense, and the NHL just never ceases to surprise me with some of their fucking dumbass decisions when it comes to just the game's growth and stability. And look, I get the argument that certain teams in certain cities have other events and whatever, but then why is the NHL bending over backwards to accommodate those when they should be fighting for these time slots? Anyways, enough of that rant. Game 3, Monday night in Edmonton. Oil country, have fun. That's it for me. Peace.